So I will continue with the rest of the topics in JCL what we have. Okay, before that, we have a few small things in COBOL also. We'll see. Okay, we'll discuss about level numbers we have, right? So 66, 77, 88, like that. We have three special level numbers. So I will just explain why when we use them. So I'll write a new program. So we used evaluate right earlier. So to scan anything which is present inside these members or which is not visible, so you have to use command search for srch for. So it will do scan on these members. So I'm scanning on evaluate word, evaluate. So it will scan and show you here. You can see this it found in this member. So this member has the word evaluate word. Okay, like that we can scan. So I will code a new member, new program. So we'll use all level numbers and see what is the difference. So same thing what we are displaying weekday right here. So Monday, Tuesday, like that. This is the program what we discussed earlier. So same thing we can do in other way using if. So instead of if else or evaluate, we can use switches like on off like that. That switch will work. So for that switches we use 88 level numbers. So start recording. Okay, it is in progress. So for example, I just have one variable here, weekday. Okay, here under this variable, I use 88 level number. Okay, to define the so let's name it as like Monday. It's variable name, not word. So just we'll use mon one for Monday. So it will have it will have the value only. Okay. Okay, I'm assigning values here to this variable. Okay. So this variable length I will keep 10 bytes. So I'm assigning values to that using 88 level number. I will repeat this for 6 times. Okay. Okay, like this we can code. Okay, here what I will do from JCL I will get a number. Okay, day number I will get something. Okay, so I'll get from JCL. I will remove this complete logic. Okay, I will define one variable here. So I am using a variable here, right? Day number. So we should define this variable also. So repeating, I'm defining here. Okay, day number. So this day number I will just use 1 byte. So this number I will pass from JCL. Okay. So here based I will read this number into program from JCL. Okay. So this way I read the value number I will read this way using this accept statement. Okay. So I will go prepare a JCL. So we already have a JCL. We can use the same. So I'm changing this program name to 7. Our program name. Okay. So the value whatever I passed from here. So this is called sysin DD. This is called control card. Okay. So this we can pass the value to programs from JCL, right? So we can pass total 3 ways we can pass. So one is using this control card, sysin DD start. Okay, let me use a notepad. Can you guys able to see the notepad here? I'm sharing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So from JCL, we pass data to COBOL program. Okay. This question I have given, I think, yesterday as part of the test. The JCL, we used to run the execute the program, and also we pass the data required for program from JCL. Okay. JCL used to run the program, and also we pass data to COBOL from JCL. Okay. Okay. So we can pass different ways we can pass. So one is the sysin DD star. This is called as control card. Okay. So here we use delimiter. So to tell the date end of this data, so we use. So in this slash star, it is called as delimiter. Okay. Which tells the end of data in stream data. We call it as in stream data. So we are giving within the JCL. So we are not keeping in file and we are not giving. So we are giving here. So as a stream we give. So we just call it as in stream data. And other way we pass using PARM parameter. Okay. PARM PARM. Okay. So by this way, this is used on exec statement. Exec statement beside the program name. And we can pass maximum 100 bytes data from PARM. Okay. So third way how we pass using files. Okay. So files means we give DD name, right? We read the file and in the program that file name we mention JCL and we write data in the file and that file name we mention JCL like that. So using files is generic way. So other way we can pass using database DB2. Files, how we mention, how we pass, so by specifying file, by specifying file names under the program exec statement, or we can say by using specifying file names. So nothing but use dd name dsn equal to file name like that. So we have seen that files program, right? So same way. So database, we also pass data. We have to mention the database ID and plan those things. So table name and all we mention inside the global program, but we just mention from where the data should be picked or from where the data should be read into program, that we mention in subsystem ID. Okay, so which is present in which we also code in the control card. Okay, so we can also pass using database. So this we pass using the we specifying the database subsystem ID, and we can also mention the table names sometimes. Okay. Inside the control card. So DB2 control card, we can say. So DB2 has separate control card. So it is called as sysdsin DD. It's SYS T sysdsin. Okay. Sysdsin DD star. So these ways we can pass the data. Okay. So for all these things, we need JCL. Okay. So just saving this. So it is it is mixture of like JCL basics, and also I'm covering missing topics in COBOL. Okay. So here, okay, let me share my screen again. So we have coded this program like this. So I'm just reading here. Sorry, something is happening. So processor division. So here I'm just reading this data here. Day number I'm reading from this JCL. This control card. This is in DD star here. I mentioned 5. So this data we call in-stream data. 5 is in-stream data. This slash star will tell end of this in-stream data. Okay. If you want to pass 2 numbers, you have to code like you can code like this. You can code any number of you can pass any number of values here. Okay. So like this we can pass. So for each line we have to use accept statement. So one accept statement will read one line, one value. Okay. So this we call end of this in-stream data slash star. Okay. So now I'm passing only one value. Okay, number 5. So I'm just reading here. Then what I have to do, I have to check the value. So if day number equal to 5, so I want to do set. Okay, I will change these variable names here. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay. So here I will set the values to based on this number. I will set the values. Okay. So I will code the logic. If day is 1, I want to set this Monday variable to true. Okay. So we can use, so I'm just explaining why we use this 88 level number. So same we can do using if conditions, but other than if conditions, we can do simply, we can use this 88 level numbers. So else if day number equal to 2, I want to set Tuesday equal to true. So we'll repeat this for 5 more times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay. So here, just ending this complete if scope with just a period symbol here. So I'm not using end if. So you can also end the if conditions set of if condition using period also here simply. Okay. So this is called period is called implicit scope terminator. So implicitly it will terminate that scope. So explicit scope terminator ante we call it as end if end evaluate. These are explicit scope terminator. So means explicit ga manam special ga code cheyali. Explicitly we have to code end if end evaluate like that. The dot end ante we no need to code specially explicitly. We just use this statement. So end of statement is period in COBOL. So if you keep this period here, it will treat this end of if statement is here. So it will terminate the scope like that. So what will happen when you do set to true? So this Monday, this weekday only has picture class here. So you can see this 88 level numbers will not have picture class. They only have value class. Only value is some pick size. Okay. So for all these variables, only data memory is used is this one. Okay. This 10 bytes is used by all these variables. Okay. Means whenever we do set, so that particular variable data, that value will be moved into this 10 bytes. Okay. So if I do set Monday to true, this value, Monday value will be moved to this 10 bytes. Okay. When I do set Tuesday to true, so Tuesday value will be moved to this 10 bytes. Okay, like that. So when I do Sunday, set Sunday, the sun variable to true, this Sunday value will be moved to this variable, this memory. Okay. So this variable value is dependent on these values. Okay. So we can set any value into this variable. Okay. So I am setting that using the which by verifying a number which is passing from JCL. Okay. So based on this day number, if it is 1, I'm setting Monday to true. Next, if it is 2, setting Tuesday. 3, setting Wednesday. 4, Thursday, like that. So finally, what I want to do, I want to display weekday. So display weekday. So this is the variable I want to display. So before that, I want to have the word like that. So all words we keep in literal single quotes. Okay. These are we call as literals. Okay. Here the variable I mentioned. So if I run this, I will get the weekday. So this variable value will be based on the 88 level number variables. So whatever we set, that value will come here. So weekday. Okay, let's compile and execute this and see. So So I have compile JSL also here. So where is our normal compiler? Okay, so let me. Okay, I have some other library compile JSL. This we are using always. Okay, PGM7 here. Submitting. It is giving max EC 12. Okay, so how we resolve this compilation errors? Can anyone tell? We are doing this every class. So select this complete job log. Okay, select completely. Here you can see this COBOL step is failed with max EC 12. Okay, next step, link edit step. This is flushed out, means this didn't run due to the. So pi step fail either in the steps automatically run. Okay, so the compilation two steps. One is COBOL compiler step, which run IKJEF, so which runs IGY CRC utility, and next step link edit utility IEWJ. So first step fail in the compilation step lo failure is happen. Okay, so I'm finding on the word severity. Okay, so here just above this word we can see the errors. So you can see it is saying Tuesday was not defined as a data name. So Thursday not defined as data name. Okay, so we are getting 7 errors, 18 severe errors. Okay, it is giving declaration error. Okay, let me see. Not sure why we are getting this error. Let's see. So in general, just we can use a different way, but I'm trying this way. As I already given this task, so I'm trying to show same. Okay, these periods I didn't mention. Maybe is that the reason? Let's see. Okay, I will compile again and see. Sorry. So you can submit job from compile this pool itself. Give SJ here and submit here. Okay, yeah, that is there. So it is giving max is a 4 means successfully compiled with a warning. So we can ignore the warnings. You can check the warning. If it is something meaningful, you can correct that. Otherwise, you can ignore that. Okay. Severity. So you see only one warning, two warnings we have. Okay. So diagnostic information during procedure of this something. So we can ignore this. Okay. So this I just missed this period symbol here. So it is. So generally, when we have group variable, so it will expect the other variables to have the periods. So all variables, so normal declaration or any everywhere. So just maintain, keep using these periods. So let's run this program and see. Have our JCL. Here, this is my JCL. So my program is PGM7. So as we compile, our whole load module will be created and present in this load library. Okay. So now I have to execute the program. Okay, I'm giving value 5. So output should what output should come for 5 as per program. When it is 5, we are setting Friday value to true. So what is Friday value? Friday value is Friday. FRI variable we are setting. This FRI variable value will be Friday. And after setting, I am displaying this variable, weekday variable. Okay. So weekday variable means nothing but this variable. This variable will get the values from any one of these variables. Okay. At a time, it can hold only one value. Okay, we cannot set all the values at time. Even what we set, so last value will be updated. Most recent set, whatever is there, so that value will be moved to this weekday variable. Okay. So let's execute the program. Submitting. So it is successfully executed. So where you can see output, display statements, we can see in sysout DD name here. Here you can say weekday Friday. Okay. So like that, just understand this concept. So this variables 88 level numbers specially used for assigning multiple values to a C. Okay, wow, this laptop is working different. So I'm canceling this. We'll open in view mode. Okay. So this, when we want to assign multiple values to a variable, so we can instead of ఇలా చేయడం కంటే we can do move and రాయాలి, or we can do something complex. So instead of that, you can simply use this word set to true అంటే ఈ వేరియబుల్ లోకి ఈ వాల్యూ పంపిస్తున్నాం ఈ వేరియబుల్. So based on this level number, this 88 level number variable. Okay, this is 88 level number. Then we have 66 level number. So that we can try again. So I will code another program for that. So are you all understanding what I'm explaining? Anyone has any doubt on this? Interviews can ఉన్నాయా? I forgot, somebody told on Saturday. Maybe okay, I will check that on offline. Okay. So are you all able to so whoever resume is updated, so are you all getting calls? Are you facing any issues in getting interview scheduled? Schedule అవుతున్నాయి interviews? Shankar, Shweta, Sai Kiran, Santosh, Srihari. Yeah, I see only you are getting the interviews and you are updating me. I am not sure about others.
So mostly are getting calls from TCS only, sir.
Okay, TCS for contract you can accept.
It's not for contract, and it is in Bangalore and Chennai location.
Yeah, okay. Initially you can Yeah, if you can go there, just it is like beginning of your career. You can say yes for if you can relocate. You can do there for 1 year and you can come back to Hyderabad.
But that is not possible, sir. Actually, I want in Hyderabad location only, so
Okay,
that I'm not able to give interview schedule.
okay, that is fine. Yeah, you can wait.
Okay.
Yeah, there is no doubt. So whoever prepare dedicatedly, so you will get job for 100%. There is no doubt in that. You just need to keep preparing. Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's try redefines. So I want you to prepare like gain the knowledge in more like whatever I'm explaining. So I want you to all to understand. For that, I'm conducting some tests and I want to give some assignments, like tasks. So I will give small tasks to write programs and all. Then you will get practiced. Okay. So every Sunday I will conduct test and I will give a task one by one, slowly, small tasks, whatever the topics we discussed. Let's see why we use redefines. So PGM 8. So redefine it's a concept so which we can so same thing I will use I'm removing this one. So same variables you can use same memory area we can use for multiple variables. Okay. So this weekday I'm using to let me use same one. So I have weekday variable here. So initially, so I will not use any external data. So weekday here I have a variable. So to this variable I am assigning initially. Today is Monday, right? Monday value. Okay. So then what I want to do, I want to display this value. Display weekday. Okay. So I have another. I will take another variable. I will simply use variable names as A and B. Okay. Variable A, variable B we have. Okay, A value is this. So I will redefine variable A with variable B. Okay. So B redefines A. I'm just displaying here A. Okay, variable A, value of A. Okay. So what I am doing, I am redefining B variable, A variable with B. Okay, B redefines A. This means this same memory area, whatever is used by A, that will also be used by B. Okay, so if I display B here, value of B, so you will get both. So both the cases you will get value, this value only. Okay. So you can use this memory, you can use, or you don't need to use this memory allocation also. So let me compile this program and PGM8. This is max, giving max CC8. So compilation errors. So compilation errors we can resolve easily. This is like straightforward. You can see the messages here when you go to bottom. You can see picture class was not found for element B. Okay. So we need to mention just picture class for this also. So we have redefined rules like so the both variables redefining and redefined variable, they should be on same level. This is one rule, and second rule is this the redefining variable length should not be more than the actual existing variable length. So ఈ length కంటే మనం తక్కువ గానీ ఎక్కువ ఈక్వల్ గానీ ఇవ్వచ్చు. We should not give more. Okay, I will just use let's say 3 bytes. Only 3 bytes I am using here. Okay, I will use another variable. So variable C. So first variable I will use as it is 10. Second variable I will use 3 bytes. So another rule what we have is, so redefining variable can redefine only the variable which is just above that. So above this C we have B. Okay, we can only redefine B variable here. Here above B we have A. So I can only redefine A variable here. So redefining variable should follow the variable immediately. Okay. రెండు వేరియబుల్ ఈ వేరియబుల్ రెండు కూడా సేమ్ లెవెల్లో ఉండాలి. ఒకటి లెంత్ అనేది we should not give more than 10 bytes. Existing length కంటే ఎక్కువ ఇవ్వద్దు. And this redefining variable should immediately follow. So దాని కిందనే ఉండాలి వేరియబుల్. సో redefining variable ఉన్నది. Okay. So I will comment this line C. Now I will use that next one. Okay. So to comment what you do. So column 7, give this. Yeah, anyone has, if someone has some doubt. So I just commented this variable C here. Now I will compile. I'm just redefining variable B. Simply I'm redefining one variable with same length. Or let me use less than 10 bytes. Okay, I'm redefining with 3 bytes. Okay. So if I display, if I execute this, first I will compile this one. 12 is getting 12. Okay, let's see what there. X was invalid. Okay, pick word is missing here. So pick X of 3 we have to use. Okay. Okay, let's so it is successfully completed with a warning message. You can ignore the warning here. So now so let me execute the program. Okay. So I'm not passing any data into this program now. So I don't need this sysint dd star. Okay, just have simple this sysout only. And load module I'm passing. So I have my load module here in this label. So I deleted the lines. So submitting again. Okay, so it is successfully completed. Then we can see the output here. Sysout. So you can see the value of A. So what is this value? Monday. So the program what we are giving A to A, we are giving value Monday. We are not giving any value. We are not passing any value to program B. Sorry, to variable A. We are not, for variable A only. We are giving a value Monday. So variable B ki aim value ivatlemu, but still we are getting variable B as MON. So you can see MON we are getting. Okay, so without moving value, what I am doing, I am redefining this existing memory. So 10 bytes. So 10 bytes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like that. If there is 10 bytes, I am redefining first 3 bytes. Okay, first 3 bytes memory on memory key. So I am giving another name. So that name is B. Okay, so same memory I am using. For same memory, I am assigning another variable. Okay, so that is called redefines. So this way, this is, we can say, memory. So it's like memory saving technique. Okay, some cases we use this. So like if we don't want more statements, especially in that case, we can just use this redefines. Okay, so anyone has any doubt on this?
No, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
yeah.
ఇప్పుడు CD కూడా ఎక్స్క్యూట్ చేస్తారా సార్? C variable.
Yeah. So conditions ఏంటంటే, so if I am redefining, I cannot redefine variable A by C because it is not immediately following a variable A. So that is the rule. So I can only redefine B variable with C. So a redefining variable అనేది వెంటనే it should follow immediately that variable. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So I am redefining variable B with C. So we cannot, and we cannot give more than 3 bytes here. So it is 3 bytes only. I can give only.
I got the same doubt, sir.
Yeah. So we cannot do that.
It will display only three, sir, right? C variable.
I think it will
అంటే
give.
ఇప్పుడు మీరు 5 ఇస్తే ఇప్పుడు
Yeah,
వీకి 3 ఉంది కదా సార్, ఇప్పుడు C5 ఎట్లా తీసుకుంటారు?
Yeah, it will give error here, so it will
Okay.
not work. So
Okay.
that is the rule. So we cannot redefine more than that existing length.
Okay.
We cannot give the length. So we can give maximum less than or equal to that existing variable length only. We can redefine that. Okay, so I think it will give compilation error. So that is one of the rule we have. I never tried this, but let's see. So okay, it gave warning. Let's compile. Oh, sorry, let's execute. It is executed. Okay, it is working. So what variable we are giving? We are giving CB. So these are the rules actually. So where we can see theoretically everywhere. So it is taking given we this variable b length is 3 we have. Okay.
సార్ ఇది హైరార్కీ లా వెళ్తుంది అనుకుంటా సార్ అంటే డి డిఫైన్స్ ఏ కదా సార్ సో మళ్ళీ ఏకి వెళ్తుంది
Yeah, maybe. Okay, let me give 12 bytes here. Let's see what will happen.
Okay.
In the case. I'm giving more than maximum thing. Still it is running. It ran successfully. Let's execute. Okay, it's successfully executed. Okay, so it is taking whatever the length we are giving, it is taking a separate variable and it is just ignoring the extra length. But theoretically everywhere, wherever you see, so we have 3 rules. They should be on same level, all variables, and it should immediately follow that variable. And this length should not be more than the existing variable length. Maybe to avoid that, programmer like somebody will somebody write the code, and if the person if he gone like if he change company, some other person come, so they don't understand how this is coded like that. Maybe to just make that rules, they introduce that things. It seems for system it is taking however we give. Okay, so theoretically in interviews or wherever you see, we have to tell those rules, like, so they will ask this, can you redefine a variable? So I have a variable 10 bytes. So can you redefine that variable with 15 bytes? So we have to say no. So, but it is allowing. Okay, anyway, you can just basic concept is redefining is to reuse the same memory with another variable name. Okay. Simple, you can define, you can remember. So I'm defining a variable A. And again, means again, right? So rework, repeat, like that. We are defining already defined variable. We are redefining that variable again. So that's the direct, you can remember in that way. Okay. And we have another thing called as renames. Okay. Renames means we can rename the variable, another variable. So for example, so I will use rename here instead of this renames. For renames, we use 66 level numbers. So 66 is especially for renames. Okay, so C renames. Variable B. So in this case also here, this variable name, we are renaming the variable name, means using another name for same variable. So earlier redefine is giving another name to the physical memory. Okay, physical memory means computer hard disk, if you see. So there to that memory location. So if it is like 10 bytes, 1 2 3 4 5 6 like that. So to that memory itself we are giving some other name. Redefine ante adi. Rename ante we have a variable already for a memory. A variable name ni manam rename chestunna, means we are using another variable name instead of the existing variable name. So you can give like this. So in this case, you don't need picture class because we are not working with memory. We are working with only variable here. So C renames B. Okay, use display C. It should display same. Whatever B has, it should display same. Okay. So let me compile and see. So these things, these are general interview questions. They will ask, so what is difference between redefine and renames, like this. So small things. So okay, we got max CC12. Select and finding on the word severity. Do F7 here. It is saying C was not defined as a data name. Statement clause was discarded. So no one remember the syntax exactly because we don't code always. So we just do copy paste most. So that will be situation. So in learning phase, to answer interview calls and all, you can tell the things. Syntax you can tell. I didn't remember exactly, but you at least you have to try to tell the syntax. Complete nakem gurtuledu anlem. So you can say something like that. Okay, so we can Google that syntax, but if you answer with syntax, that is well and good. So they will get good impression. Okay, you remember syntax level also like that. Okay, so but you can say simply, I didn't remember exactly syntax. You can say that. That's acceptable. So no one remember the syntax exactly. And exactly renames untunda or renaming untunda enti. So no one will remember that. Concept we can tell. So I'm searching for renames syntax. Okay. Syntax I see correct only, but don't know what is this. C was defined as data name. The statement. Okay, object B was a level 1 item. Here I can see error. Renames was discarded. Okay, on level 1 items did not work. Okay. So let me change this variables to level 2. Okay, it is better now. It is giving 8. Group item day number content picture class. That was declared. Okay. So level 2 on icham kada ikkada. Then it is what it will treat. So under 01 we have level 2 02. So group item length anedi sub variable length kante equal undali. It should not be like, it should match with this length. So the meaning entante 0 to like it is understanding like this. So the length of A plus B should equal to day number here. Okay. So I'm just so without 01 we cannot code level 2. Okay, so renames is not working on level 1 items. Okay, that's the concept here. So what I will do, just something variable. I'll just take something variables. It is just variable or variable A, B. I will give some variable names like that, like this. So you can give some. You no need to code picture class for 01 item. Okay. Automatically it will be calculated based on this sub variables lengths. Okay, this is 10 bytes, this is 3 bytes. So it will be 13 bytes like that. It will, this variable a b length will be taken as 13 bytes. So now I am renaming variable b with c. Okay. Yeah, it is working. So if you submit, it's completed successfully. You can see the output here, sys out. So you can see variable b and variable values are coming same. Okay. So this is the purpose of rename. So both are used for same purpose. So we can use other names, but only difference is redefine will work memory level. Okay. Memory name, memory, we redefine the memory with another name variable. Okay. But rename, it will work on variable level. It will not work on memory level. Okay. So rename is like alias name. So we cannot compare like that. So a physical memory, physical address ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో ఆ అడ్రస్ కి ఇంకో నేమ్ పెట్టడం, ఇట్ ఈస్ లైక్ రీడిఫైన్. ఆల్రెడీ ఉన్న అడ్రస్ కి అదే ఆ నేమ్ ని వేరే నేమ్ తో పిలవడం, ఇట్ ఈస్ లైక్ రీనేమ్. జస్ట్ యూ కెన్ అండర్స్టాండ్ బై వర్డ్స్. రీనేమ్, already name is there, I am renaming that. Redefine means already that the memory is defined, I am redefining that memory with another variable. So you can simply remember that way. Okay, so 66 level number we covered, 88 level number we covered, and 77 level number is also there. So this is we use for individual items. Means so you cannot have sub variables under 77 level numbers. So you can just give this, for generally counter variables. So I want to perform some loop. Okay, so some I want to have some variable I. Okay, variable I, pick 9 of 1. Pick 9 of 1, this variable length. So I want to use this variable in repeating some loop. Okay, so I want to display this performs until I so initially I am giving a value as, so we didn't use varying until, right? Let's take, so value 10 I am giving initially. So perform until varying, we didn't use that. Just a second. So I will just cover that one until varying condition. So I want to display these values until I value become 10. Okay, initially I didn't assign any value to I. Okay, perform. So we can use until varying I value from 1. So perform until 10. So this is inline performance. I am not using any paragraph name here. I am just writing perform directly here. So we call it as inline perform. So this will be end when we have to use end perform here to end this perform. Okay, so this is I variable. I'm just taking a 77 variables. Okay, means independent variable. 77 means, so we don't need, we don't need means we cannot define any variable under that. So 77 కింద 78 7 అట్లేం రావు. Okay, level numbers we can use maximum, like total level numbers we have 0, 1 to 49. These level numbers we can use in serial, like 0 under 01 we can use 02, under 02 03, or like that we can use. Okay, and other than this, so maximum level number we can use 49. Other than then we have special level number 66, 77, 88. So 66 is used for renames. Okay, here you can see example here. 77 you use for individual or independent variables. Okay, this is example. I here I is a independent variable. Just I am using that for counting purpose. And 88 is a variable level number. I just showed that when we use that. So for condition. Hello, can you all able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
All disconnect in the Madelo. I didn't notice that. Okay, so are you able to? So have you followed what I'm telling about 77 level number and all? Disconnect in the, or can you able to hear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Not perfectly, sir. 77 variable is the.
Okay, just it is reconnected that meeting. I don't know whether we lost the power or and come back.
Okay.
I was explaining level numbers. We have total like 0, 1 to 49. We have continuous level numbers. We can use this. Other than this, mute also. So other than 0, 1 to 49, we have special level numbers. 66 it is for rename. 77 is for individual variables or independent variables. 88 we have for conditional variables. So conditional variables and like we said just first program మనం రాసాం ఈ రోజు like set Monday to true, set Tuesday to true, like that. So we call it as switch variables. Okay, so let me compile this. You can see if you run this, we will give this, you will see this output come these many times. So I value 10 అయ్యే వరకు I am repeating this logic, varying I from 1. So initial value.
Sir, screen కనిపించట్లేదు.
So we are unable to see the screen.
Okay, let me share again. So the meeting was reconnected. I don't know what happened. Okay. So I was just telling the level numbers 0, 1 to 49 we have, and then special level numbers 66, 77, and 88. Okay, 66 for renames we use here, 77 like for this individual variables we use this 77, 88 we use for conditional variables. Okay, so I'm saying this this explain this perform until varying condition how it works. So this will repeat this loop whatever we coded within this scope. This will be repeated 10 times. 10 times means until this I value become 10. So initially I value will be 1 here. Okay. So varying means changing I value from 1. So we have to mention the increment count here by 1 by 1. So 1 by 1 I value will be changed. Okay, so it is logged out. So this is the way we code perform until varying. Okay. So I value I didn't give here anything here. Okay, here it will take the value here. So perform means do this action until until this, until I equal 10 we can write, or until 10 we can write, until I equal 10 also I can write here. Until I equal 10, varying I. So changing I value from 1. So initially it will take 1, then every time it will increment 1 by 1. So just give, let me have one variable here. We'll display only one variable. So if you compile this, you can see again this is giving error. So syntax error not. So area A it is using varying, skip to the next variable. Okay. So this is the problem. We have to move this statement to area B always. So syntax error is also it is showing. So until should be coded at the end. So I just check it here. So perform varying I from 1 by 1. So here at the end you have to mention the condition until I equal to 3. Or I have just quoted 10, right? So until I greater than 10, or we can say I. Okay, whenever I become 10, then it will come out of this loop. So a value 10 times printed. When you compile this, so it is giving and again error. So here I'm using in between. So you can see the statement here. It is saying explicit scope terminator. So you can say here explicit scope terminator end perform is there. So it is giving this error. Why it is giving? So we are using here period. So period is a implicit scope terminator. Okay. ఈ పర్ఫామ్ అనేది దీని స్కోప్ అనేది ఇక్కడ టర్మినేట్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, ఇఫ్ ఐ రిమూవ్ దిస్ ఇంప్లిసిట్ స్కోప్ టర్మినేటర్, దెన్ it will take this explicit scope terminator end perform తీసుకుంటుంది. Then we don't get any error. So already period ఉంది కాబట్టి what it is saying you are terminating that scope there, but again there is explicit scope terminator. Okay, there is no meaning. It is also saying error here. Perform statement didn't have matching scope terminator. So 2 errors it is giving. So if you again compile by removing that period, it will execute. Is completed. If you submit this, so this is my run.jcl CZ submitting. So it is giving S722. S722 means it is going to infinite loop. So yeah, so it is printing many number of times. So even I mentioned until, but it is not taking that some reason, I don't know why. So it is keep repeating that control until I equal 10. Okay. So what is happening, So here we have 1 byte only I value. Okay, one length is 1 byte, but here we are giving 10. So it will never hold 2 bytes. It can only hold 1 byte here. So it can hold until 9 only. Whenever 9 is crossed again, when we do 9 plus 1, 10, right? So here it will add 1 plus 1 like this. Okay. So when I do 9, when it made 9, so 9 plus 1, it will become 10. But due to this size, it will only store 1 byte. Okay. Like that, it will never meet this condition. Okay, that's why that is going to infinite loop. So in that case, we get S722, this system event. The logic is going to infinite loop. A loop on the end of what level. So if I keep here 9, value 9, I have to keep value 9, or I have to increase the length to store the 2 digits. Okay, I'm changing 9 here. Or I will change this to 2 bytes. Okay, let me change this to 2 bytes. Now, if you compile and execute, it will give only 10 outputs. 10 times it will print the output. So this is the interview question, guys. So I have faced that. So they will not interview question. This is one of the exam. Like some companies, sometimes they will use this code, and you have to answer this. Or in interview also, somebody asked me this. So the I is 9 of 1 byte, but I have coded condition like until I greater than 10. So will it work? So it will never become 10 because the size we assign only 1 byte. So now I am assigning 2 bytes, 2. Okay, it will meet this condition. Now we can, sorry, where is our run JS here? So this is my run JS here, SJ. If I submit here, it is giving max is 0, success. Okay, so you can see only 10 times this value. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that is how we use perform varying until. Okay, and that is the for this counter variable. Generally we use this 77 variables. Okay, we only use this for special purpose. Okay, guys, I will start JCL from tomorrow onwards. Okay, basic things we have covered, and we have occurs kind of arrays we have in COBOL. So that I will cover before starting JCL. I will start with occurs and I will continue with JCL. And the PALM is
Sir,
also covered part of JCL. Yeah, is this?
I got a doubt in. I've done a program, but error is coming severity 12 to severity 8. Like that
Okay.
error is coming, sir.
Okay.
I can't find error in program. So can you help me now?
What is your
Can you share
login
my
ID?
screen?
Yeah, share your screen. What is your you can share your screen.
Okay, so just
Okay, I'm stopping recording.